And now to news in the IRS scandal.
The emails in question are lost because of a hard drive crash that is apparently unrecoverable.
More than 2 years of emails for the woman at the center of this investigation go missing.
My computer breaks or has crashes, my hard drive. How does the Exchange server lose all those emails?
And that's the thing, it doesn't.
The administration and the IRS have shown literally contempt for Congress.
And you can't keep 6 months worth of employee emails?
Well, it turns out that Lois Lerner's emails may not be missing after all. For weeks, the IRS insisting Lerner's emails relating to the targeting scandal were lost in a computer crash. And now, suddenly, a top IRS official telling Congress he is uncertain whether backup tapes of those emails still exist or not. Oversight Committee Chair Darrell Issa joins us. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Greta. And it does appear from the interview with Kane that, that in fact they didn't destroy them all, they didn't overwrite them all, or at least they're not sure.
All right. Well, what do you know, and why are you just learning this now?
Well, we're just learning it now because they didn't take our order to preserve documents, something that you as a lawyer would understand. If you're in a lawsuit, the first thing you do is you understand you can't destroy any documents, even in the ordinary course. They obviously didn't gather the documents, they didn't take care, and they're not sure if they've got tapes hanging around that contain these backups. As a matter of fact, their change, if you will, in this transcribed interview, really tells us there probably are some, and they're just not sure what to tell us they have because they're not sure what they have yet. And this is exactly why this investigation is taking so long, why the commissioner is back, and why Elijah Cummings continues to say there's nothing there, when in fact they haven't even begun to show all of us what really is there.
All right, the first news was is the emails were gone, and that was what we heard a while ago. We also heard that 6 other hard drives at the IRS crashed. Are you learning anything more about those crashed hard drives? Are there more crashed hard drives, less crashed hard drives?
Well, exactly. There are more crashed hard drives. There's more questions about people that regularly corresponded with Lois Lerner, who regularly were part of this targeting of conservatives for their views, that now seem to have problems with their computers, and as a result, again, an absence of accountability. And remember that the commissioner explained to us in live testimony they only wanted to keep their documents for 6 months while they keep 50 years worth of your tax filings. That's the kind of one-sided activity that's going on.
Well, I don't know if this, I mean, if this commissioner, he said there weren't any backups or anything, so I think he's like the wrong guy to call because he clearly doesn't know if this new guy, Thomas Kane, whose job is to provide documents to the Capitol Hill, I don't know where he's been until now, but why was this interview with him private? Is there any particular reason?
Yes, there is. We had to subpoena him. He didn't come willingly. I didn't have the support of Mr. Cummings. This is why they call them unilateral so often on the dais, is we're not getting cooperation. We finally have to issue a subpoena in order to get people to tell us the truth. And in this case, the kind of truth the American people want to know, which is that, in these were examples of they don't know what they should know because they haven't completely looked. And even today, they're giving us ambiguous answers.
Well, they may be giving you ambiguous answers, but I assure you, when Judge Reggie Walton, the federal judge, and Judge Emmett Sullivan, the other federal judge in this case, get their hands on them, they're due back in court in August, is there going to be more questions from them? Because those judges don't mess around. Either one, they're very no nonsense. Anyway, Mr. Chairman, thank you, sir.
Thank you. And this does make the case for the special prosecutor so we can get in front of a federal judge.
Thank you, sir.